The month before we got married, I was in the hospital. And so and from then on, I've had medical issues. And to know that Scott took a vow in sickness and in health, I mean, even on the day of our wedding, I had a fever. I had 102 fever, I was very sick. But to know that he has taken this vow in sickness and in health, I often go back to that. And it's just when I'm feeling like I'm a burden or that it's too hard for him, I go back to that and go, okay, he took this vow and he's living up to it. He's helping me in whatever way that he can.
Well, when we set our marriage vows, you know, in sickness and in health, nobody anticipates you're going to actually have to worry about that. And fortunately for us, neither of us have had any serious illnesses. But I know when I suffered from some anxiety at the end of my career and had some short time in the hospital, but a lot more time than that in recovery and getting over that, I looked to Judy for support. I looked, and she provided it to me. She gave me the strength to get through all of that and to put it behind me.
Well, when you think about sickness and in health, I mean, the reality is it will come. I mean, those issues will come and you will need to deal with them. And I think the most important thing to understand is that the well-being of the other person is critical to your own well-being. So your purpose is to care for that other person in whatever state they're in, and that whatever cross you're given to bear, that God will give you the strength to bear it. So you have to trust in that.
If I can just add one thing, you know, when you're a unit, when one of you is sick, the whole body is sick. You know, the whole unit's sick. So you worry about that just as if you'd rather be sick yourself, really.
The vow of sickness and in health really, for us, has really made us closer and really intimate with each other. I was diagnosed with thyroid cancer. And we were talking about it in the hospital, and what we basically came down to is let go and let God. So we've kind of just trusted Him through this journey, and He's been good to us. And you know, we keep praying hard, and the kids keep praying hard for all of us. It's just not me, but you know, as a unit, we need to pray together and make sure that everybody's needs are met, and spiritually, as far as emotionally and physically. So, I mean, we've been through a lot with my surgeries, and just over the last year and a half, it's been challenging. And I have to describe one instance where I came home from the hospital, and I was just crying in the car. I just could not hold it back anymore. And when I got home, I just looked her in the eye and says, there's going to be a place for you in heaven, because it's her cross too to bear. And she's been through a lot, and I know that prayer is working and prayer is helpful, and it's kept us going.
The sickness brought a lot of trust, a lot of humbling of ourselves, and we didn't know he wasn't working. You know, he's out of work for 10 months. I'm sorry, 10 months. And it's total trust in God. That where, you know, if he didn't, and if he'd lost his job, I mean, total trust. And where, I mean, if he was going to die, I mean, where there was the next surgery, I mean, you never knew what was around the corner the next day. Something was always changing, day to day. You got a new doctor, new prescriptions. It was, and taking it to adoration. Going to God, saying, God, this is quite a load you've given us. You need to help us bear it. So it was the sickness, it helped us grow spiritually. It helped our family come together. It showed us who our true friends were when we needed prayer. Sent off an email that was supporting us, offering up masses for us. It was a great blessing and joy. I mean, we're not done with that. The sickness is still with us, but we know we will endure. We have God, and if He chooses to take him home earlier than we would like, it's total submission to His will.